Hello and welcome to another update video about Dogecoin. Doge is consolidating just below initial resistance. So I think we talked about in the last video that to give us a first indication that really a low has formed, yeah, in what could be, for example, wave 2 in the white scenario, or even in the yellow count. The difference is only in the detail, really, right? In both scenarios, we're tracking a wave 2 here. Just in one, it could be done, but if it's done, it needs to confirm it, right? We need some kind of a break above a key level to indicate the trend is going up. I mean, this is the area where I'm watching for a low, given that the price has corrected after the, well, from the, what was it, 18th, 17th of January high. Price moved down like 30%. So obviously we are watching for signals of an upside reversal. Definitely nothing visible yet. The signals aren't there yet. We're waiting for a little bit of action. The price action at the moment confirms what I communicated earlier today on Discord, at least at the moment, that this here could be some kind of a triangle pattern still, right? So we'll talk about that in a minute. I've got two directly bullish scenarios I'm tracking. So if we assume a larger wave 4 finished here on the 20th of December, which is still, I mean, that's still what I'm tracking at the moment, right? But obviously at some point we have to say, right, this is not correct. The wave 4 might still be unfolding. Maybe we're then in a larger degree wave 4. But for now, we can go with that scenario. But please note that no confirmed low is in place. So we might still form one more low. If we see more than just one more low, then the assumption will be that the wave 4 is likely still unfolding. So that means that no substantial low actually formed here on the 20th of December. We just have to consider that. But for now, we can say, okay, if a low is in, then this here was a wave 1 to the upside. Then there are two scenarios based on that thesis. Either wave 2 bottomed just shortly afterwards, this dip here on the 23rd of December, and then from here we formed a 5-wave move up in a leading diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, in this wave 1 and then wave 2 pullback, and then we could go from there. But then ideally the low is already in. Okay, maybe one more low, you cannot rule that out. As long as the price does hold above the 20th of December low, this is a valid assumption, this is a valid scenario. Yeah. In the yellow count, it's just a slightly different scenario. Wave 1 to the upside as well, but then A wave down, overshooting B wave, and then a C wave down in 5 waves. And these are two bullish scenarios which really only differ in the detail. It will have an impact on targets later on, but for now the focus should really be on, okay, is a low already in? Now what we see here when I'm looking at that, at a chart like that, I'm tracking first of all, do we still form lower lows, lower highs? I think it's very clear, yes. At least there is no series of higher highs, higher lows yet. If there was, we could identify a 5-wave move up, because that's all it is. A 5-wave move up, a series of higher highs and higher lows. Can't see it, right? Can't see it. So I am tracking still for one more low. That hasn't changed, and we're still below resistance. So I'm, can I see that series of higher highs, higher lows? No. Are we below or above resistance? Well, clearly below, because the nearest resistance, which is measured based on the length of the internal third wave here, is between 34 cents and 36 cents. We're currently at 32.5. So, well, clearly below resistance. And we're consolidating just below resistance as well. So, no impulse to the upside. We're below resistance. This move up looks like a 3-wave move as well. So, yeah, no confirmed low in place. Even though everything is possible, we have to go with what is probable. And therefore, I at least would say we should mentally prepare for one more low if that happens. What is next support? Well, next Fibonacci support, first of all, structural support could be here the Monday, the 27th of January low at around 30.5 cents. But below that level, we've got 28.5 cents as next key support. That's the larger degree 38.2 retracement, and normally an ideal target for a 4th wave. But ideally, we are not even in the 4th wave. Ideally, we are in the wave 2. But that's still valid, because if we just get there, bounce, this would still be above the 20th of December low, which keeps this so-called 1-2 setup alive. Whether wave 1 was up here or wave 1 was short, doesn't matter so much, but it will have an impact on targets. But that would be the next challenge to deal with. I mean, for now, the focus is on, okay, what is this? And I think it looks a little bit like a triangle. At least starts to look a little bit like that. On some charts, I've actually added trend lines. Here, not yet, but we can do that just to highlight this here might be a triangle. A, B, C, maybe another D, E, a little bit more sideways before we break down. But as I said, any break above 36.2 cents would be more bullish, would indicate we are probably in a breakout to the upside, then towards, and that's the next upside target, 48 cents. So it's, yeah, I mean, no clear setup for higher prices yet. No clear setup yet. But what can happen is, if we get a breakout and a pullback and it's forming a higher low, that would be a nice pullback trade setup. At the moment, I mean, all you could do, you could set a stop below the last low. You can always play that, but there is no confirmed low, so you might get stopped out. Or you leave your trade a bit more space and put the support below the stop below 25 cents. Then the position would need to be quite small. Just some ideas, but no financial advice, as you know. So that's the update about Doge. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.